First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Samson Ebukam. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Jackson, he's going to keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
It's all good.
15 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they get hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
brings up second.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 21st touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
28, Rams nothing.
And looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wilson. Forced out to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Jackson's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something like that. We have the casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. This time Wilson will throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
32-yard line.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out to his left. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially his 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
1st down and goal to go.
Now Hunt. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 41, Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing again, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Samson Abuka picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That's caught at the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Jackson on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play call.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
The score, Ravens 28, Rams 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Second and 12. They go play action with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Next the score, Ravens 28, Rams 21.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take down, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Has a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Now he's forced out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Wilson being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Barkley. And some room to work. Sheds off the tackle. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Here I come. Here I come.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field. But this is a big play. Third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he'll keep working toward that Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
24-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And this is caught. It's Cooper. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the gun, Jackson. And his pass, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, LA! Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, But what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Jackson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp, and that'll make it 3rd down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This is Barkley. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Jackson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And they will take a knee here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Ravens, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, you want...
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running.